Hello everyone, so I'm going to be doing the battle reports that I recorded. I'm going to actually have to do commentary over the top of them because YouTube keeps hammering me with stupid copyright claims because I messed up setting the mic up. It was a little bit too sensitive, so it gave me a chance to actually go through, speed some of the games up so that it's a nice quick punchy videos, and I'll just try and commentate roughly what's going on, thinking behind things, and keep you all updated. So let me know if you actually prefer this style of battle report or the other one. Obviously the other one doesn't have any sound on it anymore because YouTube just couldn't handle it, so they just muted the video. Fun times. But I can do them at normal pace if I set the mics up properly, or I can do them like this. Let me know what kind of videos you all want. We'll throw it on now. So for this game, you can see it's myself against Derek. Both the lists will be in the video description, but I'm running the Rogue Awakenings list. I did the Should I Fly It For, which is a 61 point Ray with push for limits, Finn, Kanan, the Swooping Falcon title and engine upgrade, then Cassian Andorf with Predator, Sensor Jammer, Pivot Wing, Rec-Spec and Janos. Derek is running Duchess, lightweight frame and adaptive ailerons, pure Sabacc, lightweight frame, adaptive aileron, swarm leader, Countdown, lightweight frame, adaptive ailerons, and Inquisitor with title. So a bit of a mixed bag, few different types of ships. I went for a pretty tight setup for the rocks, and then was relatively confident I could fly through them. When Derek threw his ships down, I decided I need to try and play aggressively, get into these TIE strikers, try and make them fly past me, and obviously try and take advantage of Ray's arc as much as I can, which is what I set up for here. No shots in the first round, and Cassian is going to remove that stress from Ray. Derek's list, we sat down, looked at it properly later and went through and tried to make sure that we made some improvements, and there are quite a few just cheeky little changes you can do to this list. I'll probably do a video on the TIE Striker named Swarm and try and come up with a better list for Derek to run, but it's a good fun game. So baited him in with Cassian. He had to turn in because of U-Wings, the Strikers movement and that they have to Aileron. He got in early, so a little bit of damage going through, nothing too terrifying, although Cassian's not enjoying himself. Sensor Jammers really helps me here because Derek manages to take evades. There's Ray blasting things left, right and centre. So that was the pure Sabacc shot, which no one enjoyed, least of all me. I do feel like pure Sabacc is really strong actually, the more I think about it. Not necessarily in this build, but just that effect that it has of being Biggs-esque. It's really, really powerful, and you cannot ignore him. You really have to do something about him. So we see the damage that everyone took. I got Duchess down to one hit, one hull. The shot on pure Sabacc only did 1 damage, which is the wrong amount. And then Cassian took a bit of a beating. It's down to 3 hull, lost 4 shields and 1 hull. But the weakness of the striker comes in. Derek manages to crash in. I fly the U-Wing past the engagement, and unfortunately the Inquisitor calls my bluff and is potentially going to damage me, but it does let Ray get the swoop in. So we go target lock focus, push the limits, but we're pretty confident. I don't even put the stress down because we're hoping that Cassian's going to live through the Inquisitor's shot. And that is a dead pure Sabacc, which I was most happy with. It did leave extra shots coming at Cassian, but with sensor jammers I wasn't as worried. Then we pulled... Where do we go here? Yeah, we did the all stop and spin and switch it to flight mode. Sorry, I got a bit confused by own U-wing there. And then Rey swoops again. That's the horrible thing you start doing with this Rey build, is you just keep swooping back and forth. I end with stress here, but pretty confident now. Cassian's going to make a run for it, but isn't quite in range 2 to pull stress off Rey at the start of the activation phase, I believe, in this one. Yeah, so I have to keep my stress. Luckily, Kanan's still going to be doing Kanan-y things. So, Focus Evade from Janos is going to try and help keep him alive. So I think that this tanky build for Cassian's really strong, actually. Having that Focus Evade with the Sensor Jammer and Predator feels like you can get a lot of work done. Don't know whether I would stick with Predator on it. I didn't really use him too offensively in this matchup, but I feel like it's probably better than Push. Right, with this list, because you've got Kanan and Cassian, you can do weird things like Kanan removing Cassian's stress, opening up his dial, if you're going to fly them pretty close together. So there's still lots of scope. Inquisitor explodes horribly because we couldn't fit auto thrusters into this list. I definitely feel like we'd be dropping Swarm Leader to fit it in. I also don't think I'd put Lightweight Frame on Countdown, so that would free up points for a better Inquisitor and give something a little bit better to Duchess as well. But Cassian's still alive on one hull, and we are chasing Countdown now. We're looking at what's probably going to be 4 turns to kill him, but it's fine. I don't really mind too much. Actually, I think we get the rules wrong in a second, because the stress is... I think I get a double shot on him, or he keeps his stress. Yeah, in fact, that was the one there. We either didn't do damage or something. There was a reason why it wasn't quite what it should have been, but there's Calvin's head. But it's not a problem. We get this all worked out nicely, and to be honest, even if I lose Cassian, I'm feeling pretty good about this game right now. I managed to hurt myself on the rock twice. Countdown explodes, and there you have it. It was a pretty simple video, nothing too abstract in that game. It was an interesting exercise trying to fly Rey. Luckily, said Derek had them all at PS8, so Andy he took the initiative, so I managed to move after him. Might have been a different game had he VI'd one of them, or had he I had the initiative and had to move first with Rey, but I don't think it would have been that much for handicapping this specific list. But yeah, there you go. That is a new style I'm trying out. I think it's ×4 speed is looking at it, trying to get them into like that 10-minute kind of window for these videos. Let me know what you think. If you like this style, or if you'd rather have the more slow-paced ones, just let me know. Thanks a lot, guys.